Good evening, everybody. What's going on? It's later than I planned to go live today, but I haven't been able to go live. Some of the outages that were going around across the world also affected the tool that I used to go live. Um, and so I'm going live now. And that's what I want to talk about. A lot of people, for a lot of people, the world kind of stopped. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, a bunch of different things went down, and some other services as well. And people didn't know what to do. It like even if you didn't use them, it seemed like it pushed everyone into a halt. Even though there's other things you could use it for to do. I know it affected my wife and some of her clients, so it did affect that. But what I noticed more, and what I admittedly did, was everyone was going to Twitter. It's going to see, all right, we got things we could do, or we could go to Twitter and see what's going on and watch all the memes and things going on. So it was interesting to watch that cascade throughout the day. But it really brought up some interesting thoughts that my wife brought to attention. Oh no, technology. You're right, Stringer. Everyone was done. Twitter was epic today. That's right, Lindy. It had some great memes on there. But what it made me think of, because Lindy mentioned it, was what do you do when you lose, if you're a content creator, if you own a business and you bank on social media? There's a lot of people that legitimately could not operate parts of their business because of WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. What do you do? Are you relying on someone else to make sure that your business is successful? You don't think about it when you're only reliant on social media platforms, you're kind of doing that. You're kind of relying that it's going to work forever. And a big giant like Facebook, well, happens to own these other platforms that went down as well. You think, oh no, that'll never happen. Chris Stringer's going to poster board in the corner. Yes. Um, I think that's a great idea. That would have been a fantastic meme, Stringer, to see you on the corner with like a poster board saying, hey, will you put this on your wall? The old Facebook wall. And I did see someone they made a video on TikTok that had scrolling paper, and that was their Instagram reels. And they were going through and like liking it with a marker. How to grow your email list was everyone's question today. Hopefully, it was everyone's question. Hopefully, that's what you were thinking about. If you were, it made me reconsider what I have access to, even here on LinkedIn. I'm right now. I'm pushing to Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, but LinkedIn's my main platform. Uh, Wonder how Facebook feels about abruptly being shut down without warning. Well, I can guarantee they're not too happy. It's probably not a great day to work at Facebook today. Telegram Messenger did. I heard that even got slow, Robert, because of so many people jumping on it. Even Twitter. Twitter started to notice a downgrade in their performance because everyone was going to it. Um, I can spin those sides like the best of the tax services. Stringer, I hope you're not making false promises, because all I'm hearing is these beautiful visions in my head of you on a street corner spinning some signs. And now I totally want to see that. But it really made me think, what do I have that I can still network and contact to some of the people I engage with? And admittedly, some of the stuff on LinkedIn, I don't. I've started to create some funnels, and I've started to create some paths for people to get on like a text list or an email list, things like that. But if you don't have that, if you're not controlling your biggest asset, and you as a business, oh, you see that lightning behind me? That was awesome. Your biggest asset as a business owner or a content creator, as someone that uses this for more than just likes and high fives, it's really about controlling your network. What's up, Adam Ramir Brown? Dude, we need a resync. I know you got a lot of great things going on. We have some great things, some weird things, all kinds of stuff going on. Uh, Definitely. Adam, I'll text you after this. Let's get you on the show this week. What's your schedule look like? But yeah, so I challenge you. How are you if you use platforms like social media for your business or for networking or for stuff like that, what are you gonna do if they go down? What happens? A lot of people. It's a joke right now, and it's people are all making fun of it. But I guarantee there are business owners, there are people that have their entrepreneurs that rely on Instagram and Facebook that were probably feeling the hurt. I did see a funny video. It was serious. It was started like, so I want to talk about our internet addiction. Today we realized that you may be addicted to certain applications. And here on TikTok, what we want to do is we want to help you spread that addiction. It makes you think that they were going to say, we want to remove that addiction from your life. No, they were saying you should go use other platforms like TikTok. And you should. If you are using online interwebs to connect to people, whether it's for fun, for business, for whatever, you don't rely on one platform. Create an audience and create different audiences. Don't just have the exact copy and paste from one platform to the other. Create different audiences and create other people. That's why I still use Facebook. A lot of people were talking about two before were too attached. There are a lot of people attached, but I was surprised. I put a poll out earlier. A lot of people have already deleted Facebook before this happened. And a lot of people said yes, that they're going to, or it would sway them to remove it. And for me, the reason I keep Facebook is to keep with family. And there can be a lot of drama, political stuff on there, but it's also what you control your feed. I don't engage with any of that stuff, so I don't see any of that stuff. I see for my Facebook, I see family stuff, and even that I don't see much of anymore because I know a lot of entrepreneurs on there, and I see their businesses. I see what they're doing. So you really can control your feed, and if you don't want it to be toxic, it doesn't have to be. So yeah, what are you going to do? Are you going to delete anyone that's still there? Are you going to remove Facebook, Instagram? Now WhatsApp. Is anybody out there a huge WhatsApp user? I use WhatsApp to talk to folks in Canada or talk to folks that may not have a cell phone so that we can use the interwebs to talk. But I'm curious if anyone else uses WhatsApp for their business. I know some people do. It's a great way to create group chats and stuff like that. No matter what service provider you have or whatever phone brand you're on, WhatsApp and other services like it can do that. But again, if that goes down, what do you do? Unless you're like Chris Stringer over here, who's going to be out on the roadside spinning sound with his poster board. Which, hey, one day that might happen. There was a TV show like 10 years ago that talked about the entire world lost electricity. And they lost power. All forms of power were gone. And you couldn't even generate it. You couldn't even create it. Like power was somehow turned off. Imagine if that happened. Where are you? What would you do? I don't know, right now, living in the city, probably not as great as we would have been. That's where we got to get the bus up and running, huh, baby?
That's right.
Chris Stringer, already deleted. I got 0 apps and only write letters to people. I'm holding you to that, Stringer. I better give me a letter. I'm not going to rattle off my address right now, but I'll text it to you. I hope we're seeing a letter soon. I love getting snail mail. I love getting, I call it old-fashioned mail, but mail. I love getting letters in the mail that come from the post office. And there's a trick to that, too. When you grab a mail, you kind of grab it with both hands and look at it. It creates a great sense memory. It's another great tip for reaching out. Oh, Stringer, what's the matter? What's the matter? He said crap. Like, he's got to write me a letter now. That's how it works, man. For family calls, Robert, that's a great thing to use it for. I know we used it for that. Lindy and I just used, what was that thing we used? The Rooms? We used Facebook Rooms last week while I was out of town. That was cool because it was just kind of could be on. It wasn't like a one call. You could just have a room and people could join if it's public. The Day the Earth Stood Still is what Robert says. I think that's the TV show. Is that a movie? I thought it was a TV show that it was like it only made it one season, I think. And I think it was the creator of Supernatural. Stringer, must learn calligraphy. You don't have to draw me something, Stringer. I mean, you're in the Army, so you're your crayon efficiency probably isn't as good as us Marines over here. It's all kinds of good. We could write all kinds of good letters with crayon. Robert Frudd, I even used FaceTime. What are you pointing at?
Crayon notes in our surprise boxes.
Facts. That's going in our 1111 vets. If you guys don't know about the 1111 Veteran Project, check it out. The links are all in our bios. And now there is a surprise box option if you donate to the cause. And now we're going to include crayon notes, custom handwritten notes in crayon, because why not? And even better if we can get our friends' kids to write them. I even use FaceTime. Ooh, that's awesome. I love some FaceTime. We FaceTime quite a bit. I think people got sick of FaceTime and video during the pandemic. It seems like people are going back to phone calls. Like I've been doing a lot of interviews for some work stuff I'm doing. And people are going more and more again to just audio because I think they were sick of so much video and they want to like not have to get dressed or do whatever they're doing out and about. Pointing is rude, Lindy, from Chris Stringer. He's calling you out. I am shocked that Stringer is on this live still. I think we're an influence on him.
I think we are. I think he's drank the Denny Kool-Aid.
He's drinking the Kool-Aid, the Denny Kool-Aid.
Right.
He wasn't there. In Alaska, I was the Kool-Aid man. Yes. I came out of that wall like the Kool-Aid man. In glow belt, so I was safe.
There's pictures and video.
There is video and photos. Stringer, I think we're a little bit of an influence on you here. You're engaging online. You're recording podcasts. Man, look at you go.
Next thing you know, he might be on a live show with you.
I know, Stringer might. Well, I do got to have Stringer on, though. And hey, what's up, Jake Williams? I still got to have Jake on, too. We talked about that, and then life happened. Oh, yeah, Stringer, Kool-Aid man. But I got to have Stringer on because we were together 2 weeks ago, I think. And so I'm obviously an extrovert, if you can't tell. And Stringer is not. He told me, even Mohawk's personality makes me nervous. And I would love to do a live with Stringer and me talking about the differences of extroverts and introverts. He slipped away. I've called him out. He's out. He slipped away, he said. Because it is different. For a long time, I thought that introverts are people that were quiet. I thought they were just quiet because they were mad at me. I didn't know that they were just processing internally. That didn't make sense to me. I process verbally. So, welcome anyone that's there. Yeah, it's crazy if you didn't know about the outage today, not the shortage. I guess it was shortage of internet. But
that's what they tried to say it was internet issues.
Well, a lot of people were saying it was internet and not Facebook, and I'm wondering. I don't know.
I still am leaning towards conspiracy theory
because their stuff came out.
Because the whistleblower.
The whistleblower came out, and then all their stuff happens to go down.
Yep.
That close behind it.
Yep.
There's a lot of theories about that on Twitter too.
I think Zuckerberg took an axe and went to the server room.
That's because you're referencing Free Guy.
I know.
If anyone has not seen Free Guy, we saw Free Guy over the weekend. We watched it twice even with Ryan Reynolds. It's available. You can buy it on Apple TV, I think, and probably other places. But there's a scene where I'm not going to ruin it, but Lindy kind of said it. So, yeah, it's reference to that. So it's a really good movie. But she thinks that Mark Zuckerberg went Free Guy all up on his platform. It's now a verb. So, yeah, as you're developing whatever you're doing, better than Venom. I have not seen, Venom 1 or Venom 2? So I've seen the original Venom. I have not seen Venom 2. Is it out? I didn't know it was out yet. It looks good. I haven't been to a theater. We went a few months ago in Utah, but we haven't been to a theater here since before COVID. So if it's in the theaters, it definitely have not been. Yeah, go Deadpool. You gotta love some Reynolds. No one references Green Lantern though. Always Deadpool, and now Free Guy and many other things. 2. I have not seen 2. Stringer. Have not seen 2 yet. But yeah, when the lights go out on your social platform or your platform, what do? Do you have access to people that you need to network with? I know a lot of people that use it for a business like I do now. Um, I would probably hurt. I'd probably be hurting. So Lindy's got me building some stuff that'll help me get access to and stay in touch with the people I need to. Because if LinkedIn went down right now, it would probably affect me work wise. So something to think about, something to chew on. You didn't mind it, wasn't too good. Yeah, I don't know. It looks good. I like the first Venom, and I'm one that'll never take anyone's opinion on a movie. Most people say they're horrible, and I'm like, oh, it's not bad. Like Green Lantern, I'm gonna get lots of crap for this. I don't get the big deal why it sucks so bad. People say, oh, the acting. Oh, well, I don't watch movies for acting. I watch movies because it looks cool.
The only good thing that came out of Green Lantern is Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's marriage.
On screen together.
Off screen.
Did Green Lantern get them together?
That's where they got together. And
Oh.
that's what created that beautiful relationship. That's the only good thing to come out of Green Lantern.
That's a great thing then. See, you can't erase Green Lantern because then that awesome couple would never happen. Jake, I live life. I'm actually moving toward less of a social media footprint. Good for you, man. Well, you're always up in the air too. I hope you're not online while you're flying. Scrolling the Facebooks and the Instagrams. And hey, if that works for you, that's great. Message me your number. Got to make sure we stay in touch even if we don't have the socials. And that's what I use it for, like especially Facebook. I use that to stay in touch with people. So if you are watching this and you're deleting some of those platforms or getting off social media and you want to stay in touch, send me your number. I love text. I'll text all day long. My number's in my profiles if you know how to find it. It's kind of hidden. Chris Stringer, I have much more time for my self-development, but I don't need social media. How you do some of this self-development on social media? Again, it's all what you choose to consume. I have found a better balance for social media what is it called? When
we're producers and not consumers.
When I'm a producer versus a consumer. Like LinkedIn, for example, the Stringer you're talking to me on, it says Francis and others are talking on, and Robert. LinkedIn, over 800 million users, but only about 2% of that actually make anything, actually post anything. And so there's a lot of consumers out there. For me, my balance is when I became a producer. And so I don't see what everyone else sees all the time because I'm busy putting stuff out there. And the reason I keep doing it is because the impact it has. And I know I can have impact on someone's day. I'll keep doing it. But the main reason I keep doing it is because I enjoy it. If I was doing it for everyone else, I'd start to hate it over time. I do it because I love it.
There's a time to be a consumer and a time to be a producer.
There is. You can do both. Francis, computer animation, yeah. Venom is computer animation. Got it. So the whole thing is just computerized. You mean they don't have like real stuff? It's all CGI. Hey, that's all right. I'll give it a shot eventually, I'm sure. Maybe once the price goes down or something. Or Lindy's gone. And now I have like nothing to do, so I'll watch it. Oh wait, we're about to live in an RV together. I don't think there's gonna be like a gone
Nope.
anymore. Yeah. So I'm gonna be done for the night because that's it. Unless anybody has questions, comments, thoughts, throw a high five. Lies. Stringer, is it lies? What's lies? I don't know what's lies. If you're saying that I'm lying about impacting people, I solely disagree based on the fact that you are still engaging with me. Oh, lies about Venom is the truth. Hey, it could be. We don't know. All this stuff we see on TV, we don't know. I think the only thing that's probably fake is like Avengers, right? Because they're so public that we would probably know about it. But some of these other things, maybe it's going on. We don't know. I don't know. Is that your wave face, your hand? All right. Everyone have a great night. Yeah, that's life. Do what you do. Make a network. Be awesome. Be the reason someone has an awesome day because you have that power. I've recently had some great people in my life that have done that for me. Stringer is one of them. And oh, by the way, fun plug. If you are sick of like the dry, boring podcasts, and there's some great ones out there too, but there's a great one coming out soon. My man Stringer is on it as well as some other of my really good friends. And we're just going to be spinning, mixing things up, sharing our lessons learned, sharing all that kind of stuff. Lessons learned, not lessons loved. There's different podcasts for that.
Like you love Scrum or something.
Do we love Scrum? I think we'll talk about that if we do or not. We'll see. All right. See you, everybody. Have a good night and talk to you later.